Hey guys, Ted Santos, Straight Talk. You know, that talk show made for men by men, except ladies, not even you want to miss it. And I've been, for those of you who are not in my Straight Talk group on Facebook, you'll definitely want to be part of it. And we have some really interesting and intense conversations. And you've been part of my talks. Today is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and I didn't do my Facebook and chill, so I'm giving you this one. And normally Facebook and chill is about sex, but this one is directly about male-female relationships, and I'm only going to give you a small piece of it. I did a much longer version of this on Patreon. If you're not in my Patreon, I urge you to go over. I have quite a few videos over there that you've never seen on YouTube or anywhere else. If you like this video, like it, share it, and comment. If you don't like it, dislike it and tell me why. So I want to have a conversation about whether or not women have lost respect for men. And I took an article from it's a website called World Economic Forum. I'll put the link for it below. And the article is called "Women Have More Active Brains Than Men According to Science." And this article is dated the 10th of August 2017. So this is still recent and an up-to-date article, because women's brains have not changed since 2017. And the article goes, "Women's brains are significantly more active in many more regions than men's, according to new research. The findings could help explain why women are more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, insomnia, and eating disorders." Like, just hear that. Women are more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, insomnia, and eating disorders. The study by scientists, and if you want to see the study, there's a link right there. It was from Amen Clinics in California, in the biggest brain imaging survey to date. It compared over 46,000 brain scans from 9 clinics and analyzed the differences between male and female brains. And understanding these differences is important, the researchers say, because it helps shed more light on how brain disorders affect men and women differently. I won't read the whole article, but it talks about how women are more prone to Alzheimer's and other things. The article says they found that women had greater blood flow in the prefrontal cortex compared to men, which may help explain why women tend to be stronger in areas of empathy, intuition, collaboration, self-control, and showing appropriate concern. It also revealed increased blood flow in limbic areas of the brains of women, which may also partially explain why women are more prone to anxiety, depression, insomnia, and eating disorders. Women have more activity in their brains. And some of you ladies may say, well, that means we're smarter. No, women are 3.45, like 3.5 times more likely to attempt suicide, because you have all this anxiety going on. While it's true men actually commit suicide, they're successful at suicide, women attempt and fail more times than men. And about over 70% of those women who attempt will attempt again, and many are successful the second time. Women are making up stories in their head about things that never happened and never will happen. And this is what's happening in relationships between men and women. Add to that, feminism has caused women to panic and be terrified of women. And then you have these shows like Lifetime Television that always shows the educated, good-looking, smart guy who is going to kill women or lock her in his closet and make her a sex slave or some other crazy thing. Women make up stories in their heads about things that never happened and never will happen. So part of the reason I'm saying this is because women have all this stuff going on, it doesn't make them bad or wrong. That's just part of a woman's nature. And if you keep scaring her with propaganda, it just makes it worse. And that's what the feminists have done, is really scared the hell out of women and telling them men want to control and dominate and force you to take the last name, keep you in the kitchen, in the bedroom, and all these things. And now men are afraid to be men and be masculine. Yet the very thing women are craving and yearning for right now is the masculinity of men. And a lot of guys are not stepping up to do that. So the biggest part that I wanted to get across in this video is what women are looking for from men. And what I'm hearing from women, what they desire and the kind of masculinity and what they call temperament, and what a lot of guys will have to do, the kind of training and development so that they can actually deliver on being that kind of man and still be able to walk through all the shaming tactics of that's controlling and you're abusive. If you're doing it in the name of caring, yes. But it also goes to your daughters. And I think this is a big problem for men who are not taking that disciplined approach to their family. They are accepting and believing that men and women are equal. We are not. This article and the brain imaging is saying men and women and the way their brains work are not equal. Women are making up stories which makes them vulnerable to actually being exploited because they're worrying about things that are not happening. And if you just push them a little more closer to that kind of insane fear, she's going to start making poor decisions and think she's protecting herself. So what are the things that you as a man can do to stop that? And to say, well, there's nothing you can do because there's female nature. Well, how do you explain Middle Eastern and Asian cultures where they don't have that? They have lower teen pregnancy, lower divorce rates. They don't have these problems, and they live right here in the U.S. So there's a lot more I want to say about this, and I want to make this video very short. Ultimately, guys, many of the problems that we are seeing here in the U.S. is because of the boundaries men have not put in place. Doesn't make you wrong. I understand men have been talked out of their masculinity, their toxic masculinity. You need to find your feminine side. Women are defining what it means to be a man. So I give some much clearer solutions and perspectives on this in my Patreon account. If you're not a member of my Patreon account, the link is below in the description. You'll also see my Cash App and PayPal. The link for this article is also below. And I'd like to hear your comments on this. Don't forget to like it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to it and share it. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.